Welcome back to the Crown Academy Debate Podcast, Episode 20. I'm Coach Mike. Today, we are staring directly into the cold, digital eyes of the modern machine. Imagine you are riding in a self-driving city shuttle when a pedestrian unexpectedly trips into your path. In a split second, the AI calculates a mathematical certainty: save the passenger inside or swerve and spare the pedestrian outside. Today, we are dissecting the algorithmic math that transforms a tragic collision into a mere data-driven optimization point. In 2026, autonomous city fleets have officially replaced 80% of manual buses and trains. To manage accidents, transit AI uses a modern utilitarian calculus designed to minimize total harm units. But can a machine truly quantify the value of one life versus many? Arguing for the government policy mandating strict algorithmic minimization of total harm, we have Kai, and defending individual rights, predictability, and the safety of the passenger, we have Nova. Let's get into it.
Hey coach, ready to look at the numbers?
Glad to be here, Mike. Let's see if Kai's math accounts for actual human beings.
Hey, easy there, Nova. I'm only human after all.
The clock is ticking, team. Kai, open the government's case.
Thanks, Mike. Look, the reality of 2026 public transit is simple. Autonomous fleets have dramatically reduced overall traffic fatalities. But when an unavoidable accident occurs, the AI cannot rely on human panic or instinct. It must execute a predefined mathematical calculation. By aggregating data points, age, probability of survival, and the sheer number of individuals involved, the system calculates harm units and selects the path that results in the lowest net suffering. If saving 5 pedestrians requires sacrificing 1 passenger, the algorithm must swerve. From a public policy perspective, maximizing aggregate survival is the only ethical choice. To do anything else is to actively choose greater total harm.
Can I stop you right there, Kai?
Go ahead, Nova. Fire back.
Kai, your model is an ethical nightmare wrapped in a spreadsheet. When a citizen steps onto public transit, there is an implicit social contract between the rider and the city. The passenger trusts the vehicle to deliver them safely. If the city programs that vehicle to actively target and sacrifice its own passengers based on a fluctuating external headcount, public trust in infrastructure completely collapses. Who is going to board a bus knowing that the vehicle might decide they are mathematically expendable on any given Tuesday? Protecting the passenger isn't just about one life. It's about preserving the systemic trust that keeps public transit viable for the entire population.
Trust cannot override raw outcomes, Nova. If an AI is programmed to always protect the passenger, a 40-ton automated city bus would be forced to plow through a crowd of 20 schoolchildren just to prevent a minor injury to a single rider inside. That isn't preserving trust. That is an indefensible systemic failure. By strictly minimizing total harm units, the algorithm ensures that the fewest possible families suffer devastation. The machine treats every human life as having equal moral weight, which is the definition of true systemic equity.
But human lives are not interchangeable tokens. A machine cannot calculate the qualitative value of a life through a sensor. What if the single passenger being sacrificed is a pediatric surgeon on the way to a life-saving operation, and the pedestrian who tripped ran into the street recklessly? Your algorithm reduces complex human realities into a cold binary, stripping away individual moral agency and replacing it with a tyranny of the majority.
Exceptional clash on the ethics of public policy. Let's push this. If we accept that these autonomous fleets are already dominant in 2026, how do we practically bridge the gap between algorithmic optimization and the human demand for justice? Who is accountable when the math decides a life must end?
Accountability rests on the collective policy outcome, Mike. The math is transparent and audited by public safety boards. Human drivers make unpredictable, panic-induced errors that kill thousands. The AI offers predictable, optimized decisions aimed at net survival. The goal of transit policy should be minimizing total societal grief, not satisfying an emotional desire for a human scapegoat.
The problem, Kai, is that a society governed purely by algorithmic optimization becomes cold and unlivable. If we normalize the idea that an individual can be sacrificed by a machine for the greater good without their consent, we pave the way for automated decisions to dictate healthcare, legal rights, and economic survival. We must draw a line where human dignity cannot be overridden by an optimization script.
This is the ultimate modern dilemma, balancing aggregate societal utility against individual rights. As we wrap up episode 20, let's give our student debaters, parents, and cities something actionable. What is the path forward? Kai, your solution first.
My solution is total algorithmic transparency. Cities must publicly publish the ethical frameworks and harm unit metrics used by their transit AI. For students and parents, engage in local digital governance. Don't just vote for local leaders based on traditional policies. Demand to see the ethical code of the automated systems running your city. We must actively participate in defining the metrics of public safety to ensure they reflect collective utility.
Clear and direct. Nova, give us your final reflection.
My solution is the passenger charter constraint. We must legally mandate that transit AI operates under a strict defensive constraint. It can minimize external harm only if doing so does not actively violate the safety of the occupants inside. For parents and students, advocate for legal frameworks around AI ethics. Remind your representatives that technology must serve human rights, not the other way around. True progress means ensuring that safety is a guarantee, not a variable in a machine's equation.
Masterful work from both sides. To everyone listening, the machines are running the routes, but we still write the code. For our debaters tuning in, this episode falls squarely under a moral and philosophical debate. While it involves high-tech public transit policy, the core clash isn't about funding or logistics, it's about applied ethical theory. We are pitting utilitarianism, which is maximizing the greatest good by minimizing overall harm, directly against deontology that protects individual rights, human dignity, and the social contract. Our motion for today is, this House would require autonomous transit vehicles to strictly minimize total aggregate harm, even if it requires sacrificing the vehicle's passengers. If you want to master the art of weighing aggregate utility against structural rights, check out our Crown Debate breakdown tutorial on mastering policy debate. And for teachers looking to bring the ethics of AI and public transit into their own classrooms, grab our specialized debate curriculum on Teachers Pay Teachers. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you were in that shuttle, whose math would you trust? Until next time, keep analyzing, keep debating, and keep crowning your arguments with truth. Catch you on the next episode.